Hey everyone, Anthony Morgan's Training Academy. Today is about Sinawali. Now, a lot of you guys don't understand what that means, but it means double stick, okay? Or it's a weaving pattern that we use with double sticks. And basically, everything that we do with double sticks, we can do with a sword, we can do with a knife, and it's all transferable. Now, anytime I'm working double sticks, if I'm here, okay, and I load here, okay. Now there's a lot of different things on loading. Depending if you're carrying a machete, you don't want the machete here because it's going to be cutting your arm. So a lot of times it may be out here. So what happens is as I fire this through, I fire, I hit, I fire, I hit. Now this is just a 4 count. Okay, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 4 count. Now I'm working it with double stick. Are you going to have the opportunity out there in the street to find 2 sticks? Probably not, unless you're carrying them around in your car all the time. But if you're in Walmart or something, you're not going to be walking around Walmart with your sticks like this all the time. No, that's not going to happen. So now, as we go from double stick to single sword. Now, on single sword on Sinawali, if I fire here, I may cover here, okay? Now you see how that works? I may slash, I may cover, I may slash, I may cover. It's still the same technique as the double sticks. Now, instead of having a stick in this hand and a stick in this hand, now I'm using my hand as a tool. Now, and that's all the sticks are, is just an extension of the hand. This is an extension of the hand. So if I move through here and I cut here, this hand is always doing the same thing as the double sticks. Now, if I get into double knives. Now, double knives, if I'm here, my knives aren't going to be here, okay? My knives are going to be basically pointing forward at any time, either here, okay, somewhere like this. I don't usually like doing this if I have knives in my hand because the opponent is out there, and if my hand is here, the subject can reach out and cut my hand. So I try to keep my blades facing the opponent. Now, if I'm here, okay, and I cut here, okay, here, this is Sinawali, working double blade. Now, I don't always have to work double blade. I can go to single blade, which is here. Now, the blade becomes an extension of my hand. So if I cut here, see, I still check here. I place, I check, I place, I check. But everything that I'm talking to you about is a weaving pattern, okay? And off that weaving pattern, if I have a sword and a dagger, it's here, okay? Okay, here. It's a weaving pattern. I can take from that weaving pattern, and I can just go for the stick. So if I go 1 here, and I can check here. Same without the knife, I would still check. So if I hit, I check, I press, I check. So, in short, having knives, sticks, or swords, it's still always that pattern. Now, if I'm empty hand, this may be a chop, okay? This could be a hit with the knuckle. I may hit here. Now you notice I'm loading on the upper side. Now I can go to here to the upper side, back down, and then hit again. Or I can take this and go underneath here and back. Empty hand, double knife, single knife, sword, single stick, double stick. It's all transferable. It's all basically the technique with little tiny modifications. Do you have to have knives? No. Do you have to have sticks? No. It can be just regular. Now, I can take from here and do an eye jab here and then pick this line up, pass this in here. Okay, I can pull this here, go for the eye jab, press, back, press. So, but the main thing is just the interweaving, either with hands or with blades or with sticks or with swords. Even the same with working staff work or working cane work. So this is just to give you a little bit of information to start expanding your Eskrima or Arnis or Kali, especially if you've never trained any of those arts. But just slow, here. Okay, it may be slow, bang, bang, bang. Okay, if I have a knife, it's going to be one here, and I check. Okay, here, making sure the more you work with blades, the more passionate you're going to get about keeping the knife to where you understand the knife, understanding how to wield the knife, how to keep it to where you're not cutting yourself. And that takes time. Okay, my knife goes fairly fast in here, and I never touch myself, mainly because I've been doing it for, years and years and years. But I understand my blade. I understand when this has to make a dip here. Okay, otherwise, if you don't, and that's why training knives is important, so you can learn. But you don't want to get haphazardly coming in here and going, okay, well, this is fine because it's a training knife. No, you still have to have proper procedure. Okay, so as I move through here, this is moving. Notice how my blade comes back up. One, my blade's back up. Here. If my hand is in, my blade is out to a certain point. So keep watching my videos and keep sharing my videos, and I'll see you on the next one.